Mission Boat Gear really got started with the idea that we wanted to maximize the enjoyment of the time that you have on the water. Everyone thinks that boating, and the moment you get your boat, you're going to go out there and start enjoying yourself. But the reality of it is, it's a lot of work.
You know, you think it's this fun, exciting time that you're going to have with your family and friends, and it's 100% fun factor. And what you find is that there's a lot of shortcomings in that experience. You find out that there's a ton of maintenance around the boat. You know, launching the boat can be a real stressful situation. It seemed like there was a huge opportunity to help the people out who are experiencing these frustrations that I had when I first got my boat. That's really where Mission Boat Gear started. I grew up surfing and I loved the idea of wake surfing, but I just didn't have a surf boat. And so it was really hard to get a good, wave behind that boat. So I started looking around for aftermarket solutions, and I found that there weren't a lot of great options out there. I came up with a real simple method for attaching a surf solution to the back of the platform. It just slid right on. And I kind of did it for myself, and one of my buddies saw it and he was just ecstatic. He's like, that thing is awesome. It's so much better than what's out on the market today. Why don't you really think about selling that thing? And so, having worked on the full portfolio of products, I thought it might be a good starting point for the brand.
Everyone wanted one. So we put this on Instagram. It was a great platform. We found some partners on Instagram that were willing to repost this that had a large following.
Got a ton of interest, and it was one of those things where my background lent itself well to creating a reproducible product, but I wasn't quite set up to do that. And so we had a CNC shop. We were assembling them out of the garage, and that's where Mark came along with his engineering background and his production background. He really helped me get this thing into a full-blown product solution that we could produce.
We were chatting in the driveway the day that the orders came in from Instagram, and he said, I'm not sure how I'm going to make this happen. And my background in design and manufacturing said, hey, I know how to make that happen. And that was where the partnership began.
So after our customers started using Surfside panels, they fell in love with the product. It delivered the wave performance that they were looking for in a surf class boat, but at a fraction of the price of a new boat. So they could keep running that boat that they already had.
They were coming back with these great reviews. I've never been able to surf my boat like I am now. I've never been able to drop the rope. I've never been able to get as far back in the pocket as I was before. But the number one complaint that we were getting from our Surfside customers were, these things are kind of big and they're a lot to store.
Can you do anything else to make something a little bit smaller? And can you do something that works on both sides of the boat? With that in mind, we really set out to kind of hit the reset button and to deepen the level of understanding of how these things work. And that's when Mark had the idea of moving the panel to the side of the boat. It freed up a lot of the troubles that we had trying to attach to the swim platform and all the different shaped transoms of the boats that are out there.
Once we decided to move to the side of the boat, we realized that nice smooth surface might adapt itself really well to suction cups. And that's where we started to move in towards what Delta offered us with a compact design, suction cups that will work on virtually any inboard boat, and the ability to create something that can fit underneath somebody's storage locker and will work on both sides of the boat.
So through the prototyping process, we tried a bunch of crude mock-ups to see what actually the implications were of each geometry and configuration and all the different variables that come into play there. We have quickly evolved to a more complex design. We knew that there were some certain design constraints that we needed to maintain, something that was easily reproducible. So we partnered with Advanced-Tec to leverage their digital manufacturing techniques. We used the Stratasys Ultima material, which really gave us the performance that we were looking for. If you would have gone with an SLA model or an SLS model, it just wouldn't have had the strength that we needed to actually put the model in the water to check the wave and the performance that we were looking for.
So this really gave us something that was exactly what we had designed without really having any limitations.
So we flew out to Havasu. We had a gracious customer who actually had one of our first universal Surfside panels. We showed up with our backpack on our shoulder, and he was kind of like, where's the product? What are we testing? He was expecting this big assembly thing, and so we get out there on the water, we open up the backpack, and he's like, wow, where that thing is gonna work? No, he didn't believe it at first. He was like, there's no way something so small can deliver the same performance as this other big product you sent me.
When we put that product on the boat, got up to surf speed, jaws just dropped. The boat operator was stunned that something that was as compact and small that we brought out of our backpack was going to replace his surfside panel. And the wave was awesome.
And it just worked. So I think all of the investment that we made to date with all the prototypes that we had done, it really paid off and it came through. And we were just so excited that we actually came up with a solution that met every demand of our current customers and future customers. Just small size, same wave performance, works on both sides of the boat. This is exactly what Mark and I love to do. It was that eureka moment where it's complete excitement. You've got a great solution that your customers are absolutely gonna love. Now the hard work begins.